And greetings YouTube land, I'm Falagar and welcome back to another Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. It is great to be back in the world of Eternity, or whatever the name of this world is. I can't recall, and I'm pretty sure they mentioned it somewhere in the beginning, and I just forgot. It's kind of been a while since I've played. And that's right, I think I took out some boss here. Is this where I was? Let me see. Thought it was the spirit of Caldera di Baranzi, one of Lord Roderick's unfortunate victims, has directed me towards Cad Nua, where I will find a man named Marweld. Caldera has informed me that I have become something known as a Watcher, and that this Marweld is a Watcher as well. Yep, I remember that. Perhaps he can tell me more about what's happening to me. And Caldera was that hanging dwarf. She was on Animancer, was it? I think they were called an Animancer. There's another game I'm playing that also had like Mancer in it as well. I can't recall what that game was. I think. Okay, I just rang the bell. Oh, that's right. This is under the town of Gilded Vale, right. I went into some old ruins, and then there were some bells. I had to ring them in a certain order, and it took me down the steps, and there's someone named, well, I can't remember, but there is an NPC up there that he was injured and he dropped his sword, which I didn't see it up there, and if he didn't get past the bell, I don't see how his sword could be down here, but we'll have to see. Maybe I missed it up there. Okay, yeah, it's starting to come back to me. Okay, how are we all doing on inventory? Okay, looks... Okay, looks all to be good. Okay, good. It's all coming back to me. Yeah.
Of course.
Okay, yeah, I came from up there, went down through here. Okay, so, well, let's see what's in here. Oh boy. Okay, two per encounter, good. There we go. Great.
Of course.
feel as if I could have done better, but that's okay. Okay, F5. Quick save.
Wounds remain.
Freeze damage resist bonus. Restore freeze damage. Oh, really? 20% of the freeze damage transfers to endurance. Capes and cloaks can be worn for the protection elements. Okay. Wow. Okay, well, you have a cape. Oof. Camping equipment left. Shit. Okay. Before I go any further, maybe I should rest and restock on supplies. And I wonder if that, I'm gonna guess he's a rogue or a fighter or something. I'm hoping maybe he'll join. What? Ah.
Good day, stranger.
Wertan, that's it. Wertan nods at you in greeting, cradling his injured arm. You've returned. Find anything? This place is overrun. Still looking. Remember, there are some hidden chambers in this place. Trick sconces, that kind of thing. Best to keep an eye out. Of course. Okay. The highest weapon damage output of any class. Wow. Okay, this is the... This is the inn, right?
Good day, stranger.
Good day. Hello again. Anything I can do for you? We still have rooms open, and it's never too early for a drink. Just a room again, please. Of course. Yeah, just common room will do just nicely. So maybe I should get some healers. I think I have things to sell. And get some more camping camping gear, or just camping gear. Camping supplies. Right. Okay. So it's okay that I take those. What's in here? Ingrod. Nortan. This man and woman appear to have been deep in conversation, working at closing two bulging satchels. They move to embrace, until the woman notices your approach and pauses, her smile faltering a little. Oh. Thieves?
Good day, stranger.
Can we help you? She looks at her companion, brows furrowing with confusion. Do you know this man? Naktan? Or Nantan? Nantan shakes his head. I don't believe so. Was there something you wanted, stranger? Well, you guys seem to be in a bit of a hurry. What's up? Yes, I imagine so. Ingrod laughs. We're packing for a trip, actually. I've been meaning to visit Defiance Bay, and she looks at Nantan. Well, in truth, I think I've had my fill of this town. You mean that literally, I take it? Nantan reaches to take her hand. It's time for some new scenery, he says. Anything you can tell me about Gilded? Well, since it seems as if you've been staying here for quite some time, and because now you've had your fill, what can you tell me about Gilded Vale? Ingrod smiles wryly. Only that you'll want to be moving on as soon as you can. Yeah, I get that. You'll have seen the tree, I imagine, but the rot goes deeper. If you were looking for work, I'd say you have a better chance of it elsewhere. We're headed for Defiance Bay ourselves, Nantan adds. Okay. Well, see you guys. Well, maybe I can talk to
Well
Nantan.
met, friend.
Oh, nothing more. Okay. Oh, this is their house. Okay. Well. The bottle of Sunreed is half empty. Okay, I won't take any of their stuff, but if it's still there when they're gone, if they're gone, I wonder if they're just stationary or static NPCs. Too bad. I was hoping you would be willing to join the cause. It's just a guard? Or just a villager?
How do you do?
Greetings. Jenna's lamps. Wow. Really expensive. Just a generic cape. Generic cape. Oh, oh no, wait. Oh yeah, this is a generic cape. Boom. Mm-hmm. I'm not too sure if these are used for any kind of crafting, so I'm going to still hold on to these. And okay, camping gear. Bronze horn figurine. Summon animat. Really? Don't have enough money anyways. Restrained character? So where can I buy healers? So I'm getting 15 copper coins. Yes, okay. Thank you. So now let's see who sells healing potions. Windmill. Couldn't be in the not in the inn. Well, let's see what's in this windmill. Uh-oh. What's happening here? We know there's more grain in there, Trumbell. We won't settle for scraps while you grow on our crops. Swainor. A muffled shouting emerges from inside the mill. The first of you drunkards comes through that door, gets a shot between the eyes. Gods hear me, Swainor. I'll put you down like a dog. Come away for now, lads, but we'll be back. We'll be back, Trumbell. And we'll have fair prices, or by the flame, we'll have a reckoning. Okay, so it looks like this person is withholding food. Against the grain. Investigate the feud. Some of the farmers in Gilded Vale claim that Trumbell the miller is withholding grain. The hungry farmers are on edge, and it seems likely that the situation will escalate. It seems that tensions between the miller and some local farmers are reaching a boiling point. It may be worth investigating. The miller has taken refuge inside his mill, and the farmers have headed to the local inn for the time being. Okay, well, guess we'll see what's up. I wonder if there's a need to talk to those farmers, right? An elven man stands before you, his relatively stocky build suggesting a life of labor. His face is pale and drawn, and his eyes wide. Behind him, a younger man and woman exchange worried glances. Okay. The miller raises a club as you enter. It shakes violently in his grip. Get back, if you value your life. Hold on, I'm not here to hurt anyone. I don't like being threatened. Well, I'm not here to... I mean you no harm. The miller hesitates and lowers the club a fraction. Who are you? Is Swainor roping foreigners into his little crusade now? What was all that ruckus outside? My name is Falagar. I've only just arrived in Gilded Vale. I thought you could use some help. Those people out there seem pretty angry. I don't like being threatened. Well, first of all, tell me about this Swainor. The dwarf, the one standing out there, spreading lies among the villagers. Bastard's been here for decades, and he hasn't gotten any kinder with time. Okay, well. Hail to thee. I am Falagar. I've just arrived here. Treble shakes his head. He picked a bad time to come visiting. Gilded Vale's had all its shine scraped off. Just a big dung heap now, and Swainor thinks he's king of it. They're all of them mad. Well, tell me what all that was about. Drummel shakes his head. Where to begin? Swainor's whipped them up into a froth. Going on about the grain stores. Claims I've hidden away most of it. I gained experience for that? All I do with the grain is sell it. I can't create it out of thin air. No, of course. I can't hand it out for free. Again, of course, yeah. All logical assumptions. I pay the farmers for the crops they bring in, and I sell what comes out of the mill. Most of it goes to the Black Hound, okay, the inn, on the west side of town for ale, yeah. And Swainor and his lot sure don't mind that part. You take a look at the fields on the way into town. The crop's blighted, and most of what I'm getting from the farmers... Crop's blighted. And most of what I'm getting from the farmers... most of what I'm getting from the farmers? Tremble gestures to the sacks and containers. It's gone off. Rotted through. Okay, so you're getting kind of like the spoiled stuff, right? Spoiled grain. I can't pay top prices for blighted wheat, and I've barely got enough good grain to go around. Swainor's howling after things he has no right to. Maybe I ought to go have a talk with Swainor then. Seems like a pretty clean story for a messy situation. I see. I had other questions. Okay, perhaps I can speak to him on your behalf. The miller all but sags with relief. I'd be grateful if you did. He won't listen to me anymore. But maybe you'll have better luck. Tell him we're all having a hard time of it. And we'll all have to make some sacrifices. Okay. We'll be in your debt for it, if you can convince him. Okay, very well. Resolve the feud between... Okay. Okay, so they are at the Black Hound Inn. Swainor, right? Here we go. Hey, are you Swainor?
Gods keep you.
Don't know who you are, and don't much care. Keep walking. We're not here to chat with foreigners. Aloth narrows his eyes. Careful. Looks like they're cut from the same cloth as those rowdies who attacked me. He wrinkles his nose. Smells like it too. Trumbull says you've been threatening his family. I saw you outside of the mill. What was that about? Okay, let's try to stay, what is it? Stay neutral here for now, or make it appear so, but I'm leaning more towards the miller. So I saw you folks outside the mill arguing. What was that all about? Well, someone fancies themselves a meddler, eh? What's that about? It's about Trumbull thinking he's king of the town on account of he's got the mill to his name. The dwarf jowls quiver with rage. It's about him barely giving us anything for the wheat we bring him, and then cutting our purses when we need to buy grain. It's about farmers going hungry while some bastard gets rich off their crops. Oh boy. I don't know what to believe, right? Giving us anything for the wheat we bring him, and then cutting our purses when we need to buy grain. That's what it's fucking about. Now shove off. Trumbull says you've been threatening his family. Maybe I could go talk to him for you. So, what are you folks doing in here then? What's it look like? Drinking till I forget how much I want to put a pitchfork through Trumbull's face. Now, you see, it's talk like that. Oh boy, how much is this going to cut into my my expenses? But how about I buy y'all a round of drinks, huh? Then we'll talk. Swinner considers it briefly. He looks to the others. Fair enough. You bring us something to wet our throats, and might be I'll feel up to trading words. Very well. What do you guys like to drink, though? He fears that his family will come under attack from a group of villagers who insist that he is charging them unjust prices for grain. He has asked me to speak with Swinor, the leader of this group, and bring an end to the conflict. Swinor is likely to be in the inn. Oh. Good day to you, Pesca.
Gods keep you.
Yeah, see those fellows over there, Swinner and his crew? I'd like to buy them rounds. Those fellows right back over there. Fine, fellows. You're having me on. Any more fighting and I'll have to ban Swinor from the inn entirely. The innkeeper frowns. Until then, it's 6 copper pieces for the lot. Skip the payment. It's for a good cause. Resolve, please. If I can just get them talking, I might be able to convince them to stop harassing the mill. Ah. Okay. Yeah, let's try this. This seems like, just persuasion check using my resolve. Because then it would be good for everyone. So listen, money's a little tight. I know money's tight all around, but this is for a good cause. And if I can convince them to stop harassing the miller, this could be good for everyone. The innkeeper, hey, the innkeeper studies you warily a moment, then sighs. Well, that's all right then. Here, 3 drinks for the 3 fools. You get them off Trumbull's back, and maybe he'll be a little less stingy with his supplies. Okay, here we go. Get them off Trumbull's back, and maybe he'll be a little less stingy. Okay, cool. Alright. Okay, fellas.
Well met, friend.
Here you go. I got you guys some drinks. Hey, so you have. By the flame. I never thought I'd be so happy for a mug of Blackhound's shit beer. Gods, that's good. Hopefully this will loosen their tongues a bit, right? Alright then, you've got my attention. What is it you've got to say that's worth a round of drinks? Oh, my resolve is not. Attack your drunken menace, and I'm putting you down. Oh boy. Look, there's no sense in threatening the miller. You have him up against a wall. Maybe you could ask some of the other villagers for help. Oh, okay. Well, let's inquire more about the situation. Or maybe you can tell me a little bit more about what is going on. What say you? It's like I said, the miller's in charge of the grain prices. He says they're fair, but I know for a fact that folks like Afra pay half what we do. The dwarf sighs. And maybe we've been a bit rough with them, but what are we supposed to do? We can't keep paying. We're going to starve. And do you think Trumbull's going to be sorry about it when we do? Oh. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and talk to Trumbull for you then. Maybe we can come to some middle ground. You think you'll get through to him when we haven't? The man's thick as a peat bog. I hear he got his soul read. Found his kin used to grow sonrid trees for their Adran's lords, up until they figured out their side was losing. Explains why he knees still ache to bend to whatever lord or lady crosses the road. I hear he got his soul read. Found his kin used to grow sunred trees for their Aedoran lords, up until they figured out. He'll be holed up in that mill for days, the coward. The dwarf eyes you consideringly. But here, if you want to give it a shot, then good luck. We'll owe you one if you manage it. Sounds good. And the Eastern Reach and will affect how members of that group respond to you. In some cases, friends or enemies of those groups will also react to your affiliations. Helping a group will increase your positive reputation with that group. Harming a group will increase your negative reputation. It is possible to have a mix of positive and negative reputation with the group if you help and harm them in equal measure. Okay, so time to speak to Trumbull and see if we can come up with some kind of compromise. That's the word. Oh, oops. Oh, no. Character's biography writes itself. What? Okay. Okay, Trumbull.
Well met, friend.
You're back. Have you had any luck with Swinor? Yes. And what did he say? He says you're treating the farmers unfairly, raising prices and giving them rotten grain. Okay. Trumbull snorts. Of course he does. He's been saying nothing else for days now. The man's delusional. If he wants grain, he'll have to pay for it. Okay, so just be straight with me. What is going on here? Trumbull shakes his head. Where to begin? Swinor's whipped them up into a froth. Going on. Claims I've hidden. Oh, I can't pay top prices for blighted wheat, and I've barely got some good grain to go around. Swinor's howling after things he has no right to. Pretty clean story for a messy situation. It's not, he pauses. Look, Swinor's always been a rotten bastard. With stores so limited, maybe I save the good stuff for people who deserve it. Afra, for instance, the one who pays a little bit, or pays half. She's expecting a child. Should I let her starve instead? First of all, do the villagers here know about the grain supply? A shortage of it, I should say. Trumbull looks embarrassed. Some, the innkeeper, for instance. It's better not to worry anyone. I'll be trading for supplies soon enough. If we can just keep things calm until then, we'll be in the clear. The innkeeper, what is her name? I wouldn't drink the ale, is all I'm saying. Oh. The ale that I just... That's why it's shit beer, as what Swinor says. Oh, was there anything else?
Good day, stranger.
Well, let's see. Trumbull breathes a short laugh. What's to explain? It isn't very complicated.
Gods keep you.
Oh boy. So, my resolve is... So, we'll resolve that. How do I... okay. Resolve of 12. internal drive, determination, fearlessness, and the emotional intensity they can project to others. Can be useful for mental intimidation, leadership, and convincing performances. In combat, it helps characters maintain concentration and contributes to the will and deflection defenses. Okay, oh. Oh, that's cool. Oh, okay. Let's see how that is. Alright, well. Maybe I should talk to the innkeeper. So the innkeeper knows. Oh, okay. Here we are. So we should talk to the innkeeper first, actually, before talking to Swinor. Maybe he might be able to shed a little bit more light. So I like that, how even if you're you don't meet the requirements to make a certain persuasion check, there's still other ways you can kind of go about completing the quest or doing it. But we'll see how far I get. Pasca is her name.
Hail and well met.
Hello again. Anything I can do for you? So you only serve porridge, eh? Elath looks at you and shakes his head quickly. It isn't by choice, I assure you. We used to serve some of the finest meals in the Dyrwood. We've had a damnable run of luck is all. It's been a bad season for the crops, and we're running low on supplies. I sent Tenfrith up north to stock up. Tenfrith's our cook, you see. An artist with a good roast. Could that be that... Is that the dwarf cook that was up there being held by those bandits up there? You know, when coming into town, if you guys recall, like the earlier episodes, like this first or second episode. But it's been days since he was supposed to return, and we haven't seen any sign of him. She sighs again. I've only just taken over from the last owner myself. I don't know what I'll do if he doesn't turn up. I could try to find him for you. Yeah, I'll see what I can do about finding him. Really? Her face brightens. I'd be grateful to you if you did. He was traveling through the Valenwood. It's probably nothing, a broken wheel maybe, but I do worry. Okay, thanks. Okay, well, let's see how much further along we can get with these guys.
Good day, stranger.
Okay, look. I think that you've threatened the miller, long enough, and he's basically at his wit's end. You have him up against the wall. Maybe you could just ask some of the other villagers here for help, if everyone kind of pitched in, right? Swinner eyes you for a few long moments, drinking deep from his mug. Then he sighs. You're right. Things go on like they are. We're just going to end up hanging from that tree out there. He looks to his comrades. Tell Trumbull we'll leave him be. Excellent. Don't know what we'll do now, with the crops failing. Haven't got another trade to speak of. Think Pasca needs a hand around the end. Okay. We got the soundtrack to this. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm almost thinking with this party right here, before going on with helping out Wartan and putting those souls to rest, actually going out there looking for that cook, since I kind of have an idea of where he is. And I was having a hard time trying to take him on myself, but because he kept healing. I just worry that he's going to keep doing the same thing, but I think if the three of us do enough damage, like all at once, he won't be able to heal fast enough or heal enough. Okay, so I'll get a little closer.
Hail and well night.
Trumbull nods a curt greeting. You're back. Yep, spoken to him. I have convinced him to leave your family in peace. Well, why, that's great news. I wasn't sure you'd get through to him. They're out of their minds with drink half the time. Party gains. Wow. Hey, that's a lot of XP. I owe you a great debt. Here. He pulls a coin purse from his hip and pushes it towards you. Today's earnings. To show my appreciation. And you can be sure I'll let everyone know what you've done for me. That earned some reputation points there. Glad to help. Keep it. You're having a hard enough time. That's really all you can afford after I saved your family? Wow. Glad to help. Well, I have a decent amount of coin, and I just want to help out this village, so yeah, I'm not gonna play the greedy kind of wizard. I'm doing things for the betterment of the people, so Trumbull, you keep your coin. Times are hard enough as it is. You're a generous soul, friend, and we'll have you to thank for making it through the coming year. Safe travels, and may you find favor with the gods. Hail to thee. Thou art welcome. Wow. Some of the farmers in... Okay, I convinced Swinner to leave the miller and his family be. Swinner and his buddies seemed rather despondent at this turn of events, but the miller was relieved to know his family will be safe. Okay, that's excellent. Okay, late for dinner. Okay, so maybe we can try going after him. Or rescuing him. It might not be him, but you know, even if it is and he's someone who needs help. Okay, he was right up over here. Oh, wait a minute. Down here. Okay, it's right here. Okay. Okay, fellas. We're back.